Good morning, students. I am Annapurna, working as an assistant professor in EC department in the Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, and this is microwave laboratory. Today we are going to study about measurement of VSWR. We know that VSWR represents the ratio of voltage between Vmax to the V minimum. VSWR means it is the ratio of maximum voltage to the minimum voltage, and VSWR represents voltage standing wave ratio. We have three different types of VSWRs: low VSWR, medium VSWR and high VSWR. With the help of this experiment, we measure low and high VSWRs. The microwave bench setup required for this measurement is klystron power supply and klystron mount. This is isolator, frequency meter, variable attenuator, slotted line section and matched termination. Along with this, to measure the VSWR, we need one more equipment that is called as SS tuner. This is called as slide screw tuner. By varying the position of this slide screw tuner, we can increase the depth of insertion of probe into the waveguide section. When we rotate the SS tuner, then the probe is inserted into the rectangular waveguide. See here, now we have probe that is moved into the rectangular waveguide section. When the depth of insertion is more, then there exists standing wave pattern. According to the depth of insertion of this SS tuner, we measure the standing wave patterns. From that standing wave patterns, we can measure V maximum and V minimum. With the help of this SS tuner, we measure the VSWR readings. And we have VSWR meter also. Coming to the different components present in the microwave bench setup. First one is klystron power supply. It consists of two different voltages like beam voltage and repeller voltage. Beam voltage should be always present in anti-clockwise direction, and repeller voltage should be always in fully clockwise direction. That beam voltage should be less than 300 volts. Such that we have to adjust the beam voltage, and beam current should be less than 30 milliamperes. Here the klystron power supply has four different modes of operation. Normally we prefer AM mode of operation to do the experiments. Next, coming to the VSWR meter. This meter consists of four different scales as SWR scale, expanded SWR scale, dB scale and expanded dB scale. The dB scale and expanded dB scales are represented in red color. So with the help of dB scale, we can measure the powers. And by using this SWR and expandable SWR, we measure the direct readings of standing wave patterns. Coming to the procedure. Before doing any experiment in the microwave engineering laboratory, we have to energize the microwave bench setup. To energize this microwave bench setup, we have to verify whether the bench produces square wave pattern or not. And to obtain that one, connect the matched termination to the CRO with the help of CRO probe. Then we obtain the square wave pattern on CRO. If we obtain the square wave pattern on CRO, that indicates that the microwave bench is energized. After that, in between slotted line section and matched termination, place the SS tuner. This is SS tuner. After energizing the microwave bench. Place the SS tuner in between slotted line section and matched termination. After placing the SS tuner in between slotted line section and matched termination, vary the repeller voltage or reflector voltage to obtain maximum deflection on VSWR meter. So connect the matched termination to the VSWR meter with the help of same CRO probe, and then vary the reflector voltage or repeller voltage to obtain maximum deflection on VSWR meter. Now we are varying the repeller voltage like this. We obtain the maximum deflection. After that, vary the slotted line section to obtain the position in the VSWR scale as 1. To obtain the VSWR reading as 1, we can vary the slotted line or coarse structure or fine structure to get the reading as 1. Now, we obtain the VSWR reading as 1 here. Now, move the slotted line section along the rectangular waveguide on any one direction, either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. When we move the probe along the slotted line section, the reading present in the VSWR scale will be varied and reaches to initial 1. Observe that reading here. Now we obtain the same reading as 1. Now again check the coarse or fine structure to obtain again VSWR reading as 1. In the second step, again move the probe along the slotted line section and measure the reading. Now we obtain the maximum VSWR as 1.1. That indicates that is very low VSWR value. Whatever the readings present in the SWR scale, that indicates the final VSWR value here. Now, in the third step, vary the position of SS tuner to get the maximum deflection. After varying the position of SS tuner, again set the coarse or fine to obtain 1 on VSWR scale. So by varying variable attenuator or coarse or fine or by varying the slotted line, we have to obtain 1 on VSWR scale. Now we get the VSWR reading as 1 here. Now move the slotted line section along the probe carriage. Here we observe the SWR reading as in between 3 and 10. That indicates that the VSWR value is 3.2. So, by varying the position of SS tuner or by inserting the SS tuner into the rectangular waveguide, we obtain the VSWR reading as 3.2. That indicates that it is a medium VSWR value. Now, to measure the high VSWR value, we have to increase the depth of insertion. We have to increase the depth of insertion and again set it to 1 by varying repeller voltage or by varying coarse or fine structure. Set the value to 1. Okay. Now, is set to 1 here. Now, after getting the value 1, move the probe along the right side direction and measure the dip or VSWR reading. In this case, calculate D1 value here. D1 means to measure this D1 value whenever the vernier scale coincides with the normal scale. This vernier and normal scales are present in the slotted line section. Whenever the vernier scale coincides with the normal scale, at that point we can measure the value of D1. Here the D1 value is 10. D1 value is 12.9. Now again vary the repeller voltage to set it to 1. In the previous section we move the probe along the slotted line in the right side direction. Now move to the left side direction. Again we observe the deflection. Now also verify that whenever the normal scale coincides with the vernier scale, here the reading that is D2. Now the D2 is obtained as 14.8. Now we know the values of D1 and D2. After that, remove the SS tuner here. And replace this with movable shaft. Replace this with movable shaft. Okay, this is called as movable shaft. Whatever the procedure we did with the help of SS tuner to measure the values of D1 and D2, the same procedure is applied by using movable shot also. By removing the SS tuner and magic termination and replace that with movable shot. Whenever we place the movable shot here, the previous step is repeated. That is, again set the VSWR to 1 on VSWR scale. Set the VSWR on VSWR scale. Now the VSWR value is obtained as 1. Again, vary the slotted line along the rectangular waveguide section and obtain the dips. Across each dip, measure D1 and X1 and X2. By using SS tuner, we measure the readings as D1 and D2 means if you replace this SS tuner with the movable shot, the same procedure is followed and now we measure the values of X1 and X2. By using this D1 and D2, X1 and X2, we can calculate high VSWR values. Here, to measure D1 and D2 or X1 or X2, there should be, the two scales should be coincide with each other. That is, the normal scale should coincide with the vernier scale where we observe the dip or VSWR meter. This is about measurement of low, medium and high VSWR. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.